We are now continuing with how to journalize bonds issued at a premium. So if you remember from my first slide, premium means that market rate is less than contract rate. So here's the same data. Oops, let me get my little wand up. I have a $100,000 face value. My contract rate is 12%. Interest is paid twice a year, times 5 years is 10 periods. And my market rate is 11%. Now this is the same data, but now my market rate is less. So I'm going to sell it for more than $100,000. And again, after these videos, I'll show you how to calculate the selling price of the bond. So here we have, I'm actually going to sell the bond at $103,769. That's how much cash you will give me today. My bonds payable always is credited for only the face value. And now I have this other account called premium on bonds payable, $37.69. This is called an adjunct, adjunct liability account. Premium on bonds payable plus the bonds payable is equal. So it's not subtracting, it's bonds payable plus the premium. That is the carrying value of my bond. But remember, at the end of the 5 years, the carrying value must equal the face value. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to amortize it over the period of time so that when I get to the 5 years, the carrying value will be $100,000. And here's the journal entry we're going to use down here. Very similar in the other one. No matter what, the cash credit will be the interest payment of the $6,000. That never changes. The interest expense and then the premium on bonds payable. So this is very similar to what we did in the discounting. We're going to take the amount in the premium on bonds payable. The bond is 5 years and it's twice a year, so I'm going to divide it by 10. So I'm going to take $3,769. I'm going to divide it by 10. And every time I make a interest payment to you, I'm going to debit the premium on bonds payable for $376.90. So here's my journal entry for the very first interest payment. Again, you're only going to get a $6,000 check no matter what. But notice my interest expense is $6,000 minus whatever I'm doing on the premium. So here's something to note down. When you're doing an interest payment and it's a premium, interest expense is less than the interest payment. So this is the journal entry when you're selling a premium and you're making an interest payment. And if I'm doing straight line, it will be the same exact journal entry every single time. Okay? And I think we're going to stop here and we're going to talk on the next video about how to redeem my bonds. I want to keep things in very short videos. I don't want you to get bored. So we're going to leave this video now. The next one will be how to redeem my bond.